G'day scrappers, just came back from a pickup and one of my regular clients just thought I'd do a little quick video on some of the things I got. There might be some interesting e-waste bits here again. As usual, I do get a lot of these power supply units, so they're, like they are obviously mil spec. These ones are prototypes. They're getting pretty old, so they probably don't even use these type anymore. I think they started making these about 20 years ago. But a few interesting things. So I'll just take out everything and we'll just have a little look. There's not much. It's only a little pickup, but it's only around the corner, so wasn't too bad. Got a lot of these diodes and really weird bits. Seem to get a lot of this kind of stuff, and it's just very hard to sell because it's only once in a blue moon people need that sort of stuff. I've got a light box. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might just have to pass this on to my recycler guy, but I'll just take everything out and we'll have a little look on the bench. Okay, well, I got the stuff out of the van. Yeah, not a whole lot, but it's only around the corner, so it's not a bad little thing. Got 3 of these military style power supplies or whatever they are. I seem to be getting the same kind of stuff. You know, this is probably the 4th time I picked up power supplies like this. I've got power supplies like this, and also these rectifiers. There's not a bad board in there, but there's really nothing in there, and I've already tried to pass them on. No one seems to want them anyway. A really nice transformer here. I'll probably keep this in case someone might want it. It's an Arlec 480 VA isolation transformer. So that's the specs there, that's the part number, and it's got its own little power cord. So apparently, you know, this all still works. So it's quite a heavy little bugger, weighs about 3 kilos. And it's got a power outlet here, so I'm not sure what a transformer like this would be used for, but if someone's interested and wants to come and pick it up and buy it or whatever, come down. I got this light box. I don't know what to do with this light box. It's just a plastic box with a fluorescent lighting inside. Turn it on, so it powers on. I suppose, you know, it could be used for some kind of artwork or something. Put some sort of decal over the outside of it, or a sign or something. So not sure what to do with this light box. You know, over the next week or so, if anyone wants this, you can come and pick it up. You can have it free if you think you can use it for something. Yeah, got the usual packets of electronic bits, components. Like here, it's all capacitors. So, you know, as you know, the guy was saying, you know, they're worth $2 or $3 each, and you know, there's quite a lot. There's 2 layers of them, but I just don't know who would want you know, to buy this kind of stuff, and it's just not worth listing them, you know, for a couple bucks each. You know, you got to put them into you know, the shipping costs a lot, so I really doubt I would find someone that would want to buy the whole box or anything like that. But that's the value there. 400 volt, 220 UF. So they're only about an inch and a bit high, so they're reasonably low profile. So yeah, it's just one of those things that you know I get, especially from this place. I get a lot of this kind of stuff, and you know, it's such a shame because all it is Irony Alley. So there's not even $1 worth here in scrap, and it's not something that I would scrap. You know, virtually a full box. Other things, boxes of these diodes. So they come in their little things. So they're military spec MS 1639 screened diodes. So yeah, you know, it looks like packs of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So lots of them, and they're all the same. They're being tested, they're good diodes, and I got 3 boxes of them. So a lot of diodes, you know. So again, it's one of those things that is just you know, you pick it up because it's e-waste, but it's just a shame to not to do anything with them. And these things are those, you know, and they're, you know, all sealed in their little box. Now, I can't remember what these were called. They're not diodes, they're little black boxes, and I don't think there's any precious metals in there. That's the part number there, PE 52626. I'll have to look them up, and there's an absolute tons of them in here. What's that? 6. Oh, there's about 20 of these packs of 10. So that's it. I'll just have to look up the part number, I suppose. He did mention what they were. I can't remember. Rectifiers, something like that. Not really sure. And oh, these are pretty cool. These are aircraft switches. So they put them up in the aeroplanes, you know, in the old style, I suppose. And you got double ones, single ones, and I think there's another variation in the other box. But he was saying, you know, these cost him something like $100 each. So what do you do with something like that? You know, someone that's restoring an aircraft, highly unlikely. Here's a full box of them. So yeah, so there's singles, and there's well, they're double, but they're only got one switch, you know. And sure, there would be gold and silver recovery in there, but you know, surely they're worth something, you know, to someone else, more than gold recovery, because not going to get much gold out of these. You know, especially if it's true that he said, you know, they cost him originally about $100 each Australian. So be interesting to see what's inside one. Have to really smash it open. But made in Mexico. So yeah, very interesting, but just very difficult to do anything with. You know, because it's a full box here and a half of one here, you know, I'll put these aside and I'll see what I can do with them. Surely I can do something with them rather than scrapping out. These here, yeah, there's really not a lot in here as far as you know, scrap value. So you know, it's the kind of thing that I wish, I found someone that, has got like a military sort of kind of like a display or something that could use, a couple of these just to look cool, to make, something look really good. They got a, really nice heat sinks at the back. Really cool units. They're very military looking, and yeah, just a shame to not do much with that. Okay, and some interesting bits. This is a variable voltage auto transformer. Now check this out. Now it's got some dials, fuse, voltage, amps, nice meters actually. Really cool looking. Variable output. So just a plug outside. That's cool. Made in India by Green Dot Electric Corporation, New Delhi. There's a circuit breaker. It's a floor type standing carbon and knob on same side of shaft. Interesting. It looks like it's got one of those, it's got a really nice transformer in there. I can see a lot of copper in there. And then it's got this dial. Continuously variable voltage auto transformer. Wow. So it looks like, I don't think it's really old, but it kind of does look like a vintage piece of equipment. Don't know what to do with this. I'm certainly not going to scrap it out. I'll keep it unless, until someone tells me that they can use it and they want it, or yeah, but it's just clean up the dust off it, and it's just one of those things that I can put with vintage electronics. They look really cool, and I don't think it would be very easy to find something like this, so I think it's just a interesting piece that I don't know where to put. Yeah, that's a good one. Got some nice cable, copper cable. It's just got too much insulation to bother trying to strip it, so might just have to go as insulated copper. This thing here, a universal timer counter, series 9500 Rakel Dana. It looks really cool, and I don't have this kind of plug. It's a very narrow, short kind of plug jack by the looks of it, but I reckon this would have some, bit of gold recovery in there. But yeah, once again, it's the kind of thing I don't really want to scrap. It would be really nice to see how this LED powers up, so I might just have to wait until I get a plug to fit this. A universal timer counter. Very interesting. I like that. It's reasonably heavy too, and it just looks good. I like the blue of the red here. Just if I was really into electronics, I'm sure I would know what it was, and I'm sure this could be used. Really cool. And here's an even cooler thing, and this apparently works. It's a signal generator. It's HP 8656A signal generator. Again, quite an interesting little thing, and he definitely did say that this works, and it will be useful if someone needed something like this. I don't know, I'm not into electronics like that, but yeah, it's really cool, and it's very heavy. It's got a same kind of port as the other one. Yeah, nice fan system. So it's everything's there except for the similar kind of power jack. Yeah, looks a little bit different than your standard, but it's very well constructed. It's got some stands. This I don't think would have been a cheap item to buy initially. So yeah, if anyone knows much about it, signal generator, let's have a chat. Let us know in the comments. But especially this universal timer counter, I might have to look it up. Series 9500. Looks like a reasonably cool item. And that's about it, I think. Just some circuit boards, power boards. This is something that they've been building. It's obviously a power supply, military. It's used for us, some kind of something that goes up in the air. It's not an aeroplane. It's I'm not sure what it is, but a drone, or I don't know. But this is something they've been working on. Really nice looking thing. I'm just going to keep it because it looks military and it looks interesting. Just a box of power boards. That's about it. Oh, I got some bit of aluminium. Some of these brand new off other kind of power supplies. They just test all these kind of things, and they find little faults and stuff. It's beautiful. Just love it with the military color. Just looks awesome. It's only really aluminium, but just got some offcuts of aluminium. So there you go. Yeah, variable transformer. This is probably the sexiest thing I've gotten out of this pickup. Followed by these couple of things there. Anyone needs something like this, let me know. The switches, the diodes, these things if you want to display and make a cool military looking thing. Rectifiers, don't think anyone will want them, or these power supplies. Probably just have to scrap them out, get the board and aluminium out of it. And yeah, this really cool little transformer with the plug. Arlec isolation transformer. I'm sure someone would know what to do with this and say, yeah, I could really use that. Let me know. Alright guys, I just wanted to make a quick video. Hope that was a little bit interesting. Just a video in between videos. Keep scrapping. I got to go out and do another pickup now. So I'll catch you next time soon.